Today I have a fun and quick little project for Christmas for you. This is like a little ornament sheep spin-off that I made from a pattern that I had on my blog. It's called Sverre de Lamb, and I'm gonna leave a link in the descriptions below. If you know how to make the face, you can just skip to another part of the video. I'm just gonna leave the time below here. But I made this with cotton yarn. Also, you can hang it up on a Christmas tree, or you can just use it as like a little Christmas decoration. So I hope that you like this, and if you do, please be sure to give me a like and consider subscribing if you like this type of patterns. So have fun. I am using a 2.5mm crochet hook and some scissors and also a tapestry needle. We're gonna make 2 panels of the head. If you know how to make the head, you can just skip the first part and just go to the time I have set below, and you can make the head. So make a slip knot and then chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then I like to twist here the chain so I can see the little bumps here. So in the second chain from the hook, so this is the first and this is the second, and then when I twist it, it's here. Make 1 single crochet across in each chain. So you have 5. Oops. I hope you can see it well, because everything is so like white background, but I think it's okay. Okay, now chain 1 and turn, and then increase in the first stitch. So put 2 single crochets there, and then in the next 3 single crochets we're going to do 1 single crochet. So 1, and in the next 2 and 3, and then we're going to put 2 single crochets in the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single crochets. Now chain 1 and turn. Chain 1 and turn, and then do an increase in the first stitch. Single crochets, 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next stitches. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Four, and then 5, and then do an increase at the end. So now you're gonna have 9 single crochets here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chain 1 and turn, then increase in the first stitch, and then single crochets across until you get to the last stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then do an increase in the last stitch. 8 and 9, and then we're supposed to have 11 single crochets. Now chain 1, and then you're just gonna do 1 single crochet in each stitch for 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Repeat this for 2 more rows. I'm just going to speed up the video. So now I'm at the end. I'm just going to grab my scissors. And then now you're going to make one more part. But when you get to the end, if you want it to be the front face, it's easier if you don't cut the yarn. So make one more. I'm going to also make one more, and then I'll meet you afterwards. And then I grab some gray or black yarn, and I'm going to try to sew on a mouth here. That's not my biggest talent here. I'm just going to try. I always need a few attempts before I get this right. Maybe you can do a better job than me. Are you sure? This has to be good. Yeah. Always try to make sure that the strands here and the back side doesn't get tangled. I can't do a better job with the mouth, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. So now I did the eye, and I'm gonna do the other one. So I just went out here at one or two stitches from the edge, or 1.5, and then I just did like so. Actually, I think it's pretty hard to make the face. Okay, they are a little wide apart, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave it like this. Then I'm just gonna secure here the strands. I'm just gonna go over some loops here. Now we're gonna single crochet the parts together. So lay them on top of each other and chain one, and then go through both panels. You can also put the tail in between if you like, and just single crochet them together all the way around. So here, just go through both panels. You can also put the tail in between, but I can leave it like this, and it's easier to see. So now we are here at the top of the head. And then before you close it, you're gonna put some filling materials. You know, you don't need much, maybe like so. And then when we get to the end, we're just gonna slip stitch in the first single crochet, like so. And you can cut this yarn. Now I'm gonna turn off the video and weave in some ends. If you're wondering how I weave in my ends, I like to just hide it there under the stitches, like so. And then, oops, I pull a little bit. Then you can do a slip knot. Now you're gonna turn your work, because the bubbles, we're gonna do the bubble stitch. We have to do it from the back side, so we have to count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. And in the 11th stitch, you can insert a hook, yarn over, and chain 3. Alternative, you can do a standing single double crochet. Do a slip knot, yarn over, and then hold here, pull through 2 loops and pull through 2 loops. And now do another double crochet there, but only pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and repeat this until we have 6 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yarn over and pull through all loops. Then you're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch. So if you look at it, here is your next stitch. Yarn over, and then grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops to 6. You can also do 5 loops if you want. This is how it looks. Now repeat this across, single crochet in the next, a bubble stitch in the next, yarn over, pull through 2 loops until you have 5 or 6 loops on the hook. Pull through all loops, and then a single crochet in the next. Gonna end with a bubble stitch in the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 times. Single crochet in the next. Now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have 6. So single crochet in the next, and then a bubble stitch here on the side. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yarn over, pull through all loops. So this is how it looks now. Now chain 1, turn, and then we're going to do a single crochet row. First we're going to do an increase. So here in this stitch and in the next. Then single crochet until the last 2 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then do an increase in the last one. Now chain 1 and turn, and sorry, chain 3 and turn. So chain 3 and turn, yarn over, and then in the same stitch and then yarn over, pull through all loops, single crochet in the next, and then a bubble in the next, and repeat this across. Now we'll have 2 stitches left, single crochet in the next one, and then a bubble stitch in the last one. Oops. So this is how it looks now. Cut the yarn. And then you can see that it's going more to this side. So we want to like make the go here through a couple of stitches and on the side, so we're pulling it more towards the middle like so. Then cut the yarn. Now we're gonna make the ears. So put the head to the side. Now we're gonna make the ears. Also gonna need the same color as with the face. We're gonna crochet in rounds, so I suggest you grab a stitch marker. Now make a magic ring. Chain 1 and then do 4 single crochets in the ring. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then pull closed. Grab the stitch marker and then just continue in the next one. So increase in each stitch until you have 8. So 1, and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move up the stitch marker. Then do 1 single crochet in the next and increase in the next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the next one. So 1 single crochet there and then increase in the next. So 1 and then increase in the next. 1 single crochet in the next, increase in the next. Now you should have 12 single crochets. Then I want you to do 1 single crochet in each stitch for 2 rounds. I'm just going to weave in my end. And then 1 single crochet in each stitch for 2 rounds. and then 1 row with single crochets. I think in the original pattern I did 3 rows here, but on the ornament I thought it would be cuter to have like smaller ears. But if you want longer ears, you can do 1 more row. But I'm just going to do 1 increase row. This is the last row, so do 1 single crochet in the next stitch and do an increase in the next. So I like to do an invisible increase here, so pull through the first loop only or the next 2 ones, and then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Single crochet in the next, and then an increase over the next 2 ones. And then here is our last stitch. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 stitches, I think. Genau, 8 stitches. And then leave a long strand. Slip stitch in the next one. Like so. And then we're gonna pinch it here and make it like flat. I'm gonna grab the tapestry needle and sew it together. So here, just go a couple of times back and forth. Just pull tight, and that's the first ear. We're gonna do a second one, just gonna see how it will look like. Yeah, that will look cute. You can also put the ear here. Oh, that also looks cute, but it's better to put them there because of the hat maybe. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 1 more ear off camera and I will see you afterwards. Now I've attached 1 ear and I'm gonna attach the other one on camera so you can see how I do it. So I just put it like here on the under the bubble stitch here on the edge, and then like through here, and then on the side there. Then just go back and forth until it's secure. Like so. So pull it a little bit and see if you're happy with the security. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna weave in the end here. Going to make the hat. Also, I didn't write up the pattern for this, so you're just gonna get it here on this video. And then we're gonna make a magic ring. I'm gonna leave a link to a video where I make the magic ring slower if you don't know how to make it. Chain 1 and then do 5 single crochets in the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Pull closed. Then we're gonna need a stitch marker. Now we're gonna increase in each round for 10. We're gonna increase each row for 10 rows. And I like to do it in the beginning here, so just put 2 single crochet in the first stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next stitches. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then just repeat this, increase in the first one and 1 single crochet in the next ones. Here is the next stitch, increase in the first one, and then we have 6 more stitches. Sorry, 5 stitches, I mean. 5 and then 6, 7. It's gonna weave in the end here, because you know how I feel about ends. Cut the yarn, and then we're just gonna do this. So this is the inside, and this is the outside. So do an increase in the first stitch. So remember, here is the last one from the previous round, and you have to go there. And then 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches, I think. 5 and 6. Now we're going to repeat this until you have about 10 or 11 rounds. So increase in the first one and 1 single crochet in the next 7 ones. So you increase with only 1 stitch for each round. Okay, so I'm just going to do that off camera and I will meet you afterwards. So now I have 10, 11 rows, and I have about, I think, 14 stitches, but it doesn't matter if you have 16 or 12, it's not so important. Now we're gonna do 4 more rounds, and we're gonna do 2 increases in each round. So I like to do one in the beginning, and then you can do one on the opposite side. It doesn't exactly matter where, just like do 6 or 7 or so. And then do an increase, and then 1 single crochet in the next until the end of the round. Doesn't matter where you do them, just put 2 increases in each round and you'll be fine. I just want to make the head a little wider at the end. So do this, so 1 increase there, and then do a couple of stitches until we get to the opposite side and do another increase. You can also do longer hat than I do. It's good to experiment. This was the second round with the 2 increases. You can also check the size. If you're happy, you can also stop. I'm gonna do 2 more rows. And then I'm gonna finish off with a crab stitch. So increase here in the first one, that will make it like go to one side. So I'm just gonna do a couple more rows off camera and I'll meet you afterwards. So now I'm finished. I think I have about 24 stitches. And I'm gonna do 1 row with the crab stitch. So just let me go back here. get a nice color transition. So here, stop here, like do the last single crochet but don't pull through the last time, like pull through the last one with a new yarn, chain 1. Now the crab stitch is only a single crochet is in the opposite direction, so skip the first one and then do a single crochet in the next one. Here in the next, go in the next. You can see you get a nice edging. If you need a slower video, I also did a previous video on this. I'm gonna link it here. Just do 1 crab stitch in each single crochet. You can also, if you find it difficult, you can also do 1 single crochet in the like right direction. But it's, I think this is nice. Now when you get there to the end, just turn and then skip here the first one and then do a slip stitch. Then leave a long strand. Now we're just gonna weave in some ends. So now all we need for a hat is a pom-pom, and I also did that very easy. Just grab some yarn and then I just bind it around 2 fingers. Like so. A couple more times. And then leave it like this. Cut the yarn and then grab another strand and then lie this one on top of it and make a knot. So it gets like in the middle. And then grab the scissors and cut here. Repeat on the other side. Now you just have to trim it. Now I can also do this off camera. Let me do a little bit. So I'm gonna do the rest of the fine tuning off camera. Okay, now I'm gonna fasten it here and just grab the tail here and fasten it on the top and go up again and through the pom-pom and down. Do this a couple of times and then I'm gonna fine tune my work here and I'll meet you afterwards. Now we are almost finished and I'm just gonna like wrap or put the hat on the head and find the back here and then just go here like below the brim here or the hat so you don't go through the hat, so you don't want the white parts to be seen. So this is a little tricky maybe, but just try to do it as good as you can. And this is also not my favorite part and it's harder on the camera. Then just do this also on the front side. Just go through the bubble stitches here at the top. So this is a quick little project and you can make, like this would be great gifts as well. You can put it as like the decoration on the Christmas present. So I think that's enough. Now I'm gonna just grab some red yarn again and this you can put it like somewhere here on the back and you just have to make sure that when it's hanging it's like more or less straight. So just do like chains with like 10 or so, depending how long you want them. Okay, maybe 15. Then cut the yarn. You can also slip stitch in the first chain to make a ring. Secure it there. Now we have to attach this one on the back side and you want it like to be in the middle here. Gonna try there. This is, have to test this. Okay, so this is okay. So just attach the chain here on the back side if you want one. You can also make it without. So I'm gonna do this off camera and I'm gonna weave in the ends.